Hello and welcome to the Family Butterfly. This is the last week of summer vacation for my kids, so it was just chill and relax. Monday, my job caseworker called the restaurants to figure out what was happening there, and I have a clip coming after this which will talk about that. On Thursday, took my daughter to preschool, like I usually do, only to find out that it was plan day, like staff day or whatever it's called. Basically, the teachers were doing something and the kids were not supposed to be there. I did not know because my preschool app had gone into sleep mode and did not notify me. So she gained extra 2 days of weekend. Weekend itself was just relax. My 12-year-old going absolute bonkers on the car, and my 10-year-old chilling like yo. We did skip the family walk on Sunday because 10-year-old was a little bit of weather and I did not want to full on sick before school started. But let's get into this week and start by talking about what happened with first talk to the restaurant. Here we go. Okay, so not the best news. My job person has called the restaurant and there is no longer a spot. And that means that, yes, I no longer have a job offer because the person that was quitting decided not to quit. I'm over it. I'm so done with it. Okay, so I have a meeting with my job person to talk about what's to go now, since the job I thought I was gonna get is not happening. I can't really record during the meeting, so I'll do a little clip after the meeting. But right now, I'm just walking to a cafe close to home where I'm meeting her. Okay, so I had my interview or my meeting with my caseworker, and well, she's gonna continue looking into daytime jobs like preschools and stuff like that, because now with fall coming up, there's often some reshuffling and staffing in preschools. But we also talked about the fact that I might most likely be going back to school. Maybe this semester, highly doubt it, because it's like the school starts in like a week or two. Maybe in spring if I can get some of my classes from Iceland validated, because I did pass 3 out of 5 in the first semester in Iceland. Or it could be next year, but for what's worth, if I don't get a job here before Christmas that is a proper job with proper percent and is actually making me money, like we're talking about 50 to 80%, no less than that, no call in, no shit like that, a proper job, then we might be trying to stay in Moss. If not, we will be moving next summer away from Moss, whether that be to a next town over called Fredrikstad, where the university is, where I can study the nurse, or if we move completely away from this area, from Østfold area in general, and go to Atgar, where Arendal, Kristiansand and more places are. I would love to move there, it's beautiful, but we'll have to see. Next week I have a meeting with NAV. This is like my financial caseworker and more. I also have a doctor's appointment and my oldest finally comes home. So next week is packed. And I'm getting over the dreads of yesterday. I'm still mad, I'm still annoyed, but the past is the past and now I need to look to the future. So this was an eventful and an uneventful week. Finding out that the job I thought was secure was pulled from under me was harder than I expected. I was so ready to go into the workplace and this boss looked, sounded and felt absolutely perfect, so willing to accommodate everything, but there's a previous employee that said they were quitting, decided not to quit. And he just said, oh sorry, he decided not to quit, so I no longer have a job for you. That sucks. Like, you don't offer a job and just say sorry. He should have done some compromise. He quit, he found someone else in his place, he can't just unquit. That's wrong. But other than that, I have started looking into maybe going back to school. Next week I am actually gonna go to Fredrikstad, where the school I to is, and see if I can talk to a counselor or something. Okay. I'm also gonna be looking into offer housing for families. So that will be interesting. Maybe I'm going back to the nurse. It is a shorter study here in Norway than it is Iceland. It's 4 years. Here in Norway it's only 3. So quicker study. I think not as strict on some things as Iceland is. But I'm looking forward to how that goes. I am giving the job hunt until Christmas. See if I plop into something perfect. Something 80% plus. Daytime. Awesome job. If that does not happen, I am going to school. But whether that school is Østfold Høgskole in Fredrikstad, or if I go somewhere else, that has to be figured out later. So next week, school starts for the kids. My 10 and 12-year-olds, they go 5th and 7th grade. And when my 15-year-old comes back, he's 10th grade, the last grade of primary school. Oh my god. Starting, or whatever you call it, high school, secondary school, college, where they prefer education towards what their goal of work is. But next week has some things happening, and Bill is coming home, so thank you for watching the Family Butterfly Effect, and until next week, bye bye!